and welcome to the Security Series brought to you in collaboration with SUSE. My name's Stephen Dickens, I'm your host, and I'm joined today by Wojciech. Wojciech, welcome to the show.
Hello, glad to be here with you.
So Wojciech, let's get our listeners and our viewers orientated here. Tell them what you do at SUSE.
My official title is General Manager of the Business Critical Linux Business Unit, right? And there is business twice, but I guess that makes sense. I've been with the company now for approximately 24 years, so quite a while. Started as a kernel developer, and now heading pretty much the whole Linux business when it comes to products, when it comes to product development and product definition.
Well, always good to see business emphasized twice in the title. I think that's probably indicative. So the series here is to talk about digital trust. We're talking about security and compliance. Obviously, as you look at some of those heavily regulated industries, you look at government, you look at banking, you look at retail, you look at healthcare. What are you hearing from customers in this space as you talk to them?
Well, I mean, you just summarize it at the very beginning. You say heavily regulated industries, right? And those industries are regulated for a reason, but that is also quite a heavy burden for them. So they are looking for solutions, how to actually be able to show the compliance with the regulations, as well as build the digital trust and be able to show to customers and users or citizens, if they are a government, that the compliance is there and that the cybersecurity is there and that any data that they may be handling is in good hands.
Fantastic. So as you look at specifically some of the compliance and regulatory frameworks, we're thinking HIPAA, PCI DSS, some of the requirements that are on some of the government agencies. What are some of the specifics you're hearing as you engage with the clients in that space?
Well, in the end, from the perspective of SUSE, it all boils down to very similar concepts, right? So it is about protecting data. It is about protecting workloads. It is about keeping up to date on removing vulnerabilities, so patching. It is about the secure supply chain for your IT infrastructure. So building the IT infrastructure with the right components that are built the right way and do have a long-term promise and guarantee of being kept up to date such that they are staying fully secure when it comes to potential attacks.
We hear a lot about security more generally, but regulatory compliance. So how important do you see regulatory compliance is within cybersecurity for building and maintaining that digital trust? That's the theme of this series. So digital trust, what does that mean from your perspective, Wojciech?
Oh, that is a super interesting topic. So, well, let me just start by saying if you are in a regulated market, right? If your company is operating and is regulated by your local government, well, then we can't really talk about compliance being important because it's not optional. You have to be compliant. And that's also why it is important for SUSE that we deliver all the bits and all the certifications that you may, as a company, need from your operating system, from your management solutions, to establish that compliance and to, on the long term, also validate that compliance to be able to be certified.
So you mentioned there around sort of those local markets. We hear a lot about sovereign cloud. Is that coming through in the discussion, Wojciech?
Oh, well, yes, it is. A lot of countries are actually creating these sovereign clouds, right? And you will see that already today. You can find Linux products like, for example, the SUSE Linux enterprise-based container image in the US government cloud, and we are cooperating with the goal for the European cloud as well. But in addition, we are looking into one very interesting technology that potentially will solve this problem in a very different way, and that is confidential computing. Confidential computing is a technology that allows a fully encrypted virtual machine to be run anywhere, be it on-premise, be it in the cloud, or be it in the edge, in a way that the customer or the user can fully validate. That's called remote attestation. That is running exactly as it's supposed to and not tampered with. So with this, you would actually be able to technically prove that your workload is safe regardless of where you run it, and then you would actually not necessarily have a need for a sovereign cloud.
So we're hearing from customers a lot about encryption, container runtime protection, and specifically vulnerability management. What's the SUSE approach to those types of concerns that clients have?
So far we have talked about compliance and what I would call passive security. So making sure that, yes, you are proactively, but you are patched up and you have good defenses up and running, right? The next level where you can go is active security. So actually responding to threats. And that is where SUSE is offering a rather new product, the NeuVector, which is a container-based container security platform, which is able to, again, based on the zero trust philosophy, validate all data that is coming in and out of your containers. So with the packet inspection, actually can make sure that no data that is not supposed to leave the container, for example, I don't know, credit card numbers, it can actually spot that in the data stream and then chop it off, make sure that no exfiltration of data is happening.
So if you were to summarize, Wojciech, and look to pull all of this together into one paragraph from a security perspective and specifically for digital trust, what would that paragraph be?
Security is not a product. Security is not something that you can buy in a grocery shop and put in your shopping cart and be done with it. Security is a mindset. So you need to identify all the pieces that you need to have to be secure. And I've just described the three main ones that give you a good start. But from there on, it is your internal policies, it is your execution of that to actually stay secure.
Thank you for joining us here. Please check out the other episodes in the SUSE Security Series, and we'll see you next time.